everyone, and welcome back to episode 21 of our Colorado Rockies Rebuild here on Out of the Park Baseball 26. Ignore the fact that I said there wouldn't be a stream over the weekend yesterday. I cannot be trusted. We have been through this before, but I'm going to have a shorter video here for today as we are in September, September 10th, where we left off. And the entire goal today is just play the rest of our regular season games, which means finish September. And we have one series in October against the Athletics. So we are not going to get to the playoffs today. That will be saved for a future video that will be coming likely Monday or Tuesday. So, without further ado, let us get into it. First, a little bit of housekeeping. At the moment, we have a 4-game lead on the division. We are 79 and 61. Both the Padres are 75 and 65, and then the Dodgers just below them, 75 and 66, and then the Giants just below them at 74 and 66. So, even though we have a pretty good lead right now, the other NL West teams are so close by, this entire division could likely flip on its head. Though it is very entertaining that there is a non-zero chance that the entire National League wildcard is made up of NL West teams. That would be very entertaining. Last episode, we finally got some players back from the injured list. Alex Bregman made his triumphant return from his nearly 4-month-long injury, and already in August he was great at 1,000 OPS, and then in September he is cratered back to earth spectacularly, but that is what it is. Ezequiel Tovar is also back from his month-and-a-half-long injury, and he currently, in terms of WAR, has the highest WAR of all of our hitters at 3.2. And again, he was out for a month and a half. So it really started to seem like Tovar is turning the corner offensively into the shortstop that we can count on, which is lovely because obviously in 2025 he was so bad I had to send him down to AAA. And last year he was a little up and down, below average. So getting him to turn the corner now is great, especially because his contract is only going to get more and more expensive. In terms of September call-ups for the expanded roster, my first call-up was Jose Fleury. I think he is competing for a rotation spot next season. And so I want to be able to give him probably 2 more starts the rest of the way just to get a little bit more information on him going forward. That does mean we're shifting to a 6th-man rotation, as I didn't really want to, send down someone like Luis Dion or Spencer Arringhetti. And then similarly in the bullpen, we have called up Matt Chachik, who had not the greatest year anyone's ever seen. AAA, he really struggled. AA, I think he kind of found his home, but the BABIP's a little ugly. Walks per 9 were down. So we're just seeing what he can do with the major league team. At the moment, he only has, 2 appearances, so nothing too crazy. I'm just looking to get into the home stretch without overtaxing our bullpen an insane amount. We begin this episode with a series at the New York Yankees. So we will play the first game. On our side of things is Gabriel Hughes. On their side of things, Chase Hampton, who is a second-year guy who they've had in long relief this year. They've started him, thrown him all around the place. He is a righty. Hunter Goodman is going to get the rest because of his bruised wrist. I think I'm going to give Alex Bregman a little day off here and have Oswaldo Cabrera take third base. For the opener of the series, everything else will be set in stone. So, without further ado, Brenton Doyle, get us started. With a full count already. Surely he walks here. That pan around always gets me. He did even better than walk. He got a nice little line drive single back to center field. That'll play. That'll do. I am going to have him run on Austin Wells. At this point, you know, we're just going to run on everybody. Whatever happens, happens. That's just where I'm at. Nice little soft grounder there that could have been a double play had we not gotten the steal. So Quan goes down. Jordan Walker batting third today. Hits it into center for hopefully a sac fly, though that was a very quick throw. So no dice there. And Charlie Condon strikes out. So we had Doyle on second base with no outs. We can't bring him home. Gabriel Hughes against the Yankees. At the moment, he is on the inside track to be our opening day starter next year. We'll see how that shakes up after the offseason, but really excited for him. What I'm not excited for is how many runners in scoring position we seem to be stranding. Jordan Walker heard me evidently and just decided to score. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, Charlie Condon now. Soft grounder to third. He doesn't beat it out. So we do get one run. However, already the left on base numbers are grim for the top of our order. Quan's left on 3, as has Condon. Not great. The Yankees score 2 to take the lead. Come on, Oswaldo. Oswaldo goes down swinging, as does Doyle. Quan, however, decided he didn't want to strike out. He just wanted to ground out to the pitcher. Fair. All right, Hughes is on 60 pitches, and it looks like the Yankees are getting to him to the 5th, though. He strikes out Chaz Chisholm. That helps. If we can get Volpe into double play. Oh, it's a line out and taken back to first, but they're saying he got there. Aaron Judge, who this season is playing first base, don't ask questions, up to the plate, and he hits it back up the middle past Tovar. 1 run will score, and the second runner holds up. And that is old friend Chris Bryant, by the way. Well, obviously, we traded to the Yankees last season. This year, he's doing all right. I'm still stunned we got such a good year out of him first time round. So I have a lot of healthy pitchers. I think I'm going to go Will Klein. Hopefully we can get Brooks Lee here. As Brooks Lee hits it deep to center field. Caught at the warning track. Never worried. Nope. Not at all. Runners on first and second with 2 outs for Tovar. And he hits it deep to center. Over Chaz Chisholm. 1 run will score. Tovar gets in at second. That'll do. All right. We're within 1 now with Drew Romo at the plate, who is locked. Oswaldo gets it through Aaron Judge's glove. Easy. Light work. Runner scores. We take the lead. And Brenton Doyle strikes out. But we'll take what we can get. Will Klein's going to come in. He's already tiring because I didn't sit him down after the inning flipped. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me, though a 4-pitch walk to Austin Wells suggests it will. They're trying to bunt Wells over. That didn't work for it, did it? All right, if I can get Will Klein to get Spencer Jones and Chris Bryant, then I can bring in Zerpa for the top of their order. That is the vision. Spencer Jones infield pop-up. Good start. All right, old friend Chris Bryant, what do you got for me? Ground ball to Tovar. Who gets him? All right, cool. So then it's going to be Zerpa for the 7th, Halverson for the 8th, and Keegan Aiken for the save chance. Unless we get more runs. Not in the 7th, we don't. So Zerpa's going to face the top of their order. Works it clean. He's only on 7 pitches. I might leave him in for the next inning. Tigers legend Joe Jimenez, who has had a phenomenal year. Yeesh. ERA of 2. That'll play. And Toglia goes down swinging. I really had hoped Toglia would have a hot September going into the playoffs, but I don't think I'm going to get my wish there. There we go. Tovar hits it deep to left into the bullpen. A nice insurance run for us. That'll do. Jimenez had only given up 4 home runs the whole year prior to that, by the way. That's crazy. Drew Romo deep to right field. Gone. Poor Joe Jimenez. He gives up 4 homers the whole year. He gets the first 2 batters like it's nothing, and then we just hit back-to-back solo shots on him. That's rough. Part of me feels bad. Oswaldo Cabrera tries to make it 3 for 3, but no dice there. He flies out. All right. 3-run lead. I'm going to leave Zerpa in and warm up Keegan Aiken in case there's trouble in the 8th. There is quite a bit of trouble in the 8th as 2 runners are aboard and a wild pitch brings them both into scoring position. Oh boy. Who's after Wells? Vientos? Okay. All right, he gets Austin Wells. Yeah, Vientos has been bad against lefties, so I'm going to let Zerpa face him. Oh, and Tovar drops the ball for an error. Not great. We'll bring in Keegan Aiken now. All right, he strikes out Giancarlo Stanton. Old friend Chris Bryant to ruin my day. Old friend Chris Bryant does not ruin my day as he flies out to left. Well, good thing we got those 2 solo shots. This would be a tie ball game right now. Brenton Doyle, fly out to left. Is it still Jimenez? It is still Jimenez. Not a good day from Stephen Kwan. He went 0 for 5. Jordan Walker gets aboard with a single. We have life. I'm going to run him on Wells, and he's in safely. Condon K's nothing doing. All right. Go into the 9th for the save chance. Aiken is already on 10 pitches. I'll get Halverson warming up in case things take a turn. All right. Dominguez lines out. Chisholm grounds out, which means, Anthony Volpe, you're unfortunately going to get struck out. Dang, 2-0 count. Unlikely to happen, I think. Volpe gets aboard, and you know what that means. Aaron Judge, tying run at the plate, and Keegan Aiken has made the executive decision to walk him on 4 pitches. Hey, Brooks Lee, are you better or worse against lefties? You are worse. All right, so Aiken's going to face Brooks Lee. And he hits a towering fly ball, and that'll be caught. We take game 1 from the Yankees 6-4. Very nice day from the bottom of the order, especially. Tovar 3 hits, a home run. Romo 2 hits, homer. Very nice there. Pitching did okay. Gabriel Hughes, not his best showing. but really happy with the bullpen. Let's advance. All right, so next up in the pecking order is Luis De Leon. I think I will sim game 2 of the series and play game 3. Never mind. It's a doubleheader. So I'll play game 1 of the doubleheader, sim game 2. It is a lefty. So yeah, I mean, this is my lefty lineup. Like I can't afford to put in Burleson, Quan, Tovar, Toglia. Like all of them are terrible against lefties. So if we face lefties in the playoffs, this is very simply going to be our lineup until we can get the lefty starter out of the game. Which, as there's been no hits through 2 innings, doesn't seem like it's going to happen very time soon. Now the Yankees get the first hit. Cole Carrig, that might be deep enough to advance the runner. No. Coward, Britton Doyle, what's the point of 70 speed if you're not going to chance it? All right, Charlie Condon, you're my last hope. And he hits a soft grounder to short. There goes that. I'm a little surprised Doyle didn't try to get to third there on that first fly out. Uh-oh. Aaron Judge is up, and he walks. Judge, the bases are loaded for Austin Wells. Wells hits it to left. I'll be caught. Will it get the runner home? Yes, the throw is just a bit late. Chas Chisholm is safe. Vientos hits it back up the middle. That's going to score 1. It does hold Aaron Judge at second. Well, that's not nothing. And Volpe has to be taken out of the game with an injury. And Brooksley gets the ball down. And that will score Judge. Nothing but singles. Death by 1,000 cuts against De Leon. But he gets Chris Bryant there. All right. Well, we're down 3-0 early. Let's see if Drew Romo has another home run in him. No, but he has a bloop single. And at this point, I'll take what I can get. That will score the runner. We got a run. And down goes Cabrera. All right. De Leon is on 64 pitches. Oh, and Dominguez got a 2-run shot on him. All right, let's get Brady Singer ready to roll. I doubt De Leon makes it to Judge at this rate. It's Chisholm to fly out. A pinch hit. Oh, yeah, because they pulled Volpe, so Pablo Reyes is in. He grounds out. Looks like he's a prospect. He only has yeah, he only has 2 starts the whole season. Doesn't look that bad. All right, I'll let him face Judge. See if he can finish the inning. And he does. He gets some swinging. All right, good end to what was overall a pretty bad start from De Leon. Runners on first and second, full count. Condon walks. Bases loaded for Hunter Goodman. And a harmless pop up to shallow center that doesn't move anyone. Jordan Walker, line out to third. That's disappointing. All right. Now Brady Singer is cold because I sat him down, but it's fine. All right, he gets me a clean 6th and 7th. We're going to bring in Matt Chachik for the 8th. Hunter Goodman, runners on second and third. Redemption. Struck out. Not a shining day for our designated hitter. In error. Goodbye. Bregman at third. Just gonna let that. Just gonna let that sit there. I really want Chachik to get out of this inning, and he doesn't because of that dang fast animation. Cabrera with the error. I assume they gave it to Cabrera. They did. And the lead grows. Chris Bryant hits it softly to Bregman. The throw got him. Well, unless we can score 6 runs this inning, this game is over. Walker grounds out. How Yuli flies out, which means, unfortunately for Jeromo, he is going to be striking out in this last at bat. Behold, I am Nostradamus. All right. We lose the first game, the doubleheader, 7-1. Pretty bad game all around. Defensive errors. De Leon doesn't pitch well, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to sim game 2. We lose that one 2-8. As Aaron Getty did pretty good, but Molina came in and gave up 4 runs, 3 hits. Only got 1 out for his trouble. Zerpa and then Will Klein also gave up 3. Taking 1 out of 3 from the Yankees. Not ideal. Let's see the division now. Yep, 2.5 games back from the Dodgers. They are climbing. The Giants dropped off a little bit. So we have a chance to do some damage here. Let's play game 1. Jose Fleury against Eric Fetty, who we debated trading for during the season when Michael King went down. All right. Against righties. How's Condon been doing? He's okay. Goodman is 100% rested. I think I'm going to sit How You Lee. Cabrera can take second. And I'm going to sit Doyle. Carrig can take center field. Everything else is as is against the Giants. Clean first for both teams. All right, we got a run. Thank you, Hunter Goodman. And Cabrera gets on base also. And Tovar gets the ball down and left. Cabrera's going for third. He's an ambitious man, and he gets there. I am not running on Patrick Bailey. That goes without saying. And down goes Burleson. All right. To the third we go. As Jose Fleury so far pitching pretty well. Runners on first and second from Tovar. Easy home run. Fortunately, it was a line out to a diving Jung-Ho Lee. Burleson K's. That's 4 runners left on base for him, and we're only in the 4th inning. All right, clean 5th. Jose Fleury's working. We're giving him no run support, though, but Bregman tries to change that deep to right field. Foul. I had such high hopes for that ball. Full count. Bregman goes down swinging. And Condon hits it softly to short for 1, back to first for 2. Inning over. They might be starting to get to Jose here. Leadoff runner, double, and the ball is hit deep to left from Jung-Ho Lee. That's out of here. Giants take the lead. Oh, and Helio Ramos hit another homer, so now it's 4. What was a beautiful Jose Fleury start. The wheels have fallen off. He gets Patrick Bailey. The start was looking so good before the sixth, let me tell you. Nothing for us offensively. If Romero can get me 2 innings, I'll be a happy man. Stephen Kwan, fly out to right. Bregman K's. The runners left on base for this is gonna be so high. We will get Halverson, I think, for the ninth, unless we score 5 runs here. Or 4, rather, I should say. Waldo beats out the throw. A home run here ties the ball game. Tovar hits it deep to left, down at the warning track. That'll score 2, and Tovar has himself a 2 RBI double. All right. 4-3. We're not going quietly into that good night. I am going to pinch hit here. I'm going to have Jordan Walker hit for Burleson against Walker on Walker. And Walker gets the ball down in the outfield. Tovar goes home safe. We have a tie ball game. Cole Carrick now. All right, chill. Oh, they picked Walker off at first. Well, there goes that. So Jordan Walker's going to go into right. Halverson will take over for the ninth. And he gives up a solo shot to Patrick Bailey. Fair enough. All right, we're going to bring on Vodnik for the 10th if it gets there. Eric strikes out swinging. Juan grounds out, which means, unfortunately for you, Bregman, you're going to fly out. Didn't even hit the ball. All right, we lose that one 5-4. That one's disappointing. Like, Jose Fleury had such a good start, and then the 6th inning, they just torched him. Both Bregman and Burleson left 4 runners on base. Condon left 3. It's not been Condon's month so far. All right, we dropped game 1. I'm going to sim game 2 with Dollander on the mound. We win that one 9-4. Very nice. Bregman and Jordan Walker with homers. Uh-oh. Dollander's hurt? No. Or maybe he was, and it was just like a 1-day thing, so they didn't tell me. But Dollander, they only pitch 1 2/3 innings. Brady Singer comes in, gives up 4 runs. Lovely. Good job from Romero. I mean, that's back-to-back days. He throws over 35 pitches. Look at our boy. Trying to redeem himself. All right, let me save really quick, and then we'll play game 3. All right, Bobby Miller up against the righty Logan Webb. I think I'm going to give Condon the day off. Taglia is going to bat 4th. I'm going to have How You Lee bat 5th. Goodman 6th. Burleson at DH. I got to be honest. I think not. I think I'll DH How You Lee. Cabrera can take 2nd. That is my thought process. Goodman's also on 94%. Yeah, I'll just do Drew Romo here. All right, so a little bit of a rotated squad this match against the Giants, but we'll see how we do. Giants already have 2 runs. Good start. Let's see if Stephen Kwan can match. No, he cannot. What about Bregman? Bregman hits it deep to right field. Caught before the warning track. Really? You're telling me Doyle can't get to third on that with 70 speed? Come on now. And Toglia K's. All right. Clean second and third for Bobby. There we go. Cabrera grounds. Oh, an error. Not like this. Matt Chapman, who has 16 errors this year. For those keeping track at home. Brenton Doyle now, full count. Softest of soft grounders to the catcher. May get Cabrera at second. Rude. I wonder if the catcher's arm has any determination on whether they go for second or first there. Be interesting. Logan Webb gets his 175th strikeout. Very nice, sir. A second error from the Giants. Bobby Miller so far doing okay. After the first inning, Stephen Kwan goes down swinging. Why is it, Stephen, that after I give you this contract extension, you kill me? All right. Well, got a lot of pitchers that are draining right now. I think I'm going to warm up Vodnik, who last pitched on the 8th, so a week ago. 4-pitch walk to Matt Chapman. I'm just going to go ahead and warm up Vodnik. He can come in to face Bryce Eldridge. The tallest of pop-ups. Down he goes. Adames lines out. Pretty good so far from Vodnik. Let's see if he can get Austin Meadows. Romo dropped the ball. Fair enough. And Meadows pops up. All right, really good work from Vodnik there. Getting those 3 outs. Can our offense do anything? Runners at first and second for Jordan Walker. I see success in our future. And he hits it softly to second for 1 and back to first. The double play works. No pressure, Hao-Yu Lee. And it gets through Fitzgerald. We have a tie ball game. Very nice. Oh, excuse me, Willie Adames. Fitzgerald is at second. No, Tovar K's. All right. Well, we tie it up. I'm going to get Chachik warming up. Never mind, Vodnik gave me a clean 7th. Now I'll get Chachik warming up. Clean 8th for him. Very nice. Aiken will take the 9th, regardless of if we score runs or not. We do not. Aiken for the 9th. Clean. 17 pitches is a little high for him. Max Castillo, a righty. In. I'm really glad they didn't go lefty. Jordan Walker flies out. Hao-Yu Lee also flies out. Will Tovar keep the throwout streak alive? Nope, he'll strike out. All right, we're going to extras against the Giants. I'm going to have Halverson warming up, but I kind of just want Aiken to take it. Fly out. Oh, sure. He runs on that, but when Doyle is on second, he doesn't move. And Tom Murphy has a speed of 40, by the way. He walks Patrick Bailey. Tyler, you better worse against lefties, buddy. You are better against lefties. All right. We're going to bring Halverson in then to face Fitzgerald, try to get a double play. Never mind. No throw is called as Patrick Bailey gets the steal. Halverson, Case, Fitzgerald. That's huge. They're pinch hitting Jesse Winker. And it's a wild pitch that scores Murphy. Oh, boy. And Winker walks. That brings up Jung Ho Lee, who hit a home run last game. And this game flies out to center. On the one hand, I expect them to score the ghost runner because that's the whole point of the rule. On the other hand, it being done on a wild pitch is very frustrating. All right, Jeromo, let's go. 2-run homer, walk it off. Let's all go home. Ground out to second, advances the runner. I'm okay with that as long as. Do I want? Yeah, Cabrera can just keep it. Come on, buddy. And Cabrera flies out to left. Tovar goes home, and he is safe. Tie ball game. Brenton Doyle walks. And Halverson, he's on 10 pitches, so he's getting the 11th if we can't take it here. Swan back to short, but it's slow. Really? Really? On that animation, he was on second and standing up. And you're telling me they get him there? Come on. All right, Halverson's getting the 11th. Like, I do not have other pitchers ready right now. Like, Will Klein is at 71%, and that's my best option. So please don't walk the bases loaded. He did not. Eldridge flies out. That'll definitely move the runner from second to third, though. Oh, and it's Jung Ho Lee. Wonderful. All right. Nice. He gets Willie Adames swinging. We're in the exact same scenario as we were last inning. Tom Murphy strikes out swinging. Halverson gets him. Very good inning. I'm going to get Will Klein going because Halverson can't go for the 12. So we need to score the ghost runner. Bregman gets the ball down into left field. To home goes Kwan. That's your ball game. Walk-off win in the 11th. Very nice. Yeesh. Oh, that was a long game. We get the win. Pretty good day from the pitchers overall, I would say. Decent amount of walks. But other than that, we'll take it. And we got an off day, which that'll reset everyone in the bullpen, which is what we want. All right, wild card check. Oh, boy. Yeah, the Giants, that hurt them a lot. That dropped them behind the Cardinals now. The Dodgers, Nationals have the same record. Padres are one behind them. And guess who's coming to town today? All right, we're going to sim game one against the Padres. We lose it 3-4 as we score 3 runs in the 9th, but they score 2. Keegan Aiken gives up a 2-run walk-off homer. Fair enough. How will you leave 3 hits, including a home run? Man, I'm glad I didn't play that game. If that happened to me, I would just throw a table. All right, let's sim game 2, and then I'll play game 3. We win game 2, 8-1. Bregman, Walker, and Drew Romo get homers. Romo also gets a steal. Look at our boy go. Luis De Leon pitches well. Molina comes in, pitches well. I'm telling you, man. We have something with Luis De Leon. All right. Aaron Getty is going to get the rubber match. I will play it against Sean Manaea, the lefty. Condon is cold. However, like if Paglia goes in against a lefty, it's an automatic out every time. I just want to make sure none of my outfielders are tired. Nope, they're all good. All right, let's rock. Rubber match against Sean Manaea. Runners at the corners for Hunter Goodman. Easy 3-run home run. Oh, it gets down right under the wall. Thought I called my shot there. As Goodman is going for the triple. He's an ambitious man. And they're saying he makes it. So 2 RBI triple for our DH extraordinaire, Hunter Goodman. He's going to want so much money in arbitration. I really just need to pay him a 3-year contract extension. Jordan Walker brings him home and gets himself a single. I am not going to run on Ethan Salas. That's a 70 arm. Very nice, sir. And down goes how you mean. All right, 3-run first inning. There we go. Cabrera gets a solo homer. Oh, we're getting to Sean Manaea here. How Yuli hits it deep. Left field gone. 3-run home run. Ignore the stadium obstruction. 7-0. Sean, my friend, what's happened? Drew Romo, who is red hot, hits it back to Sean Manaea and is promptly thrown out. There we go. That fills me with a little bit more confidence that we're able to get to a lefty like this. Come on, Aaron Getty. You got Kierstad. Heston Kierstad. Kierstad? Kierstad. Kierstad sounds better, but he's thrown out all the same. And he walks Manny Machado. To be fair, probably a good decision. And Luis Garcia grounds out. Good work through 4 from Aaron Getty. Nothing in the 5th for either team. And they get a run. I am going to get Zerpa. Actually, no, that's a lie. I don't want to waste Zerpa when we have a 6-run lead. Let's get Matt Chachik going. All right. Tatis Jr. goes down. Let's see if Aaron Getty can get Machado to end his outing. And he does. Well done. Pretty good day of work. 6 innings, 1 run, 3 hits, 6 Ks. Runners on first and second. Cole Carrick? Nah, he's going to catch that. For a moment, I thought that was going to get down in front of Alcantara. It did not. Bregman Ks. He's not had a great game so far. And Condon grounds out. Getting runners on first and second with no outs, and you don't even advance them? That's a bit rough. All right, Matt Chachik is going to get the 7th. Clean. We're going to bring on Vodnik. Hunter Goodman solo home run. Thank you. Drew Romo, another steal. He's just collecting the steals to end the year. It's like, I want to be the starting catcher. Vodnik for the 8th. Clean. And they get a leadoff double in the 9th. I'm going to get Brady Singer ready. No, Machado hits it back up the middle. Yeah. I think I left Vodnik in too long. He gets Garcia Jr. to fly out, but that will score the runner. All right, they're on there with two. I'm going to bring in Brady Singer to face Peguero. Hopefully a double play to end the game, and I can just walk off into the sunset. Or a soft grounder to third, but I'll take the out. All right, Ethan Salas gets the ball down. Padres are threatening with Xander Bogaerts up. And he gets the ball down. That's another run for them. Will Benson is up with a full count. Hits it to right. Caught, ball game. Little bit of stress there at the end, but we get the win 8-3. I'll take that and like it. Personal message from some high A players that are retiring. All right, we have the Atlanta Braves for us today. I'm going to play game one with Jose Fleury against Spencer Fellenbach. Let's see here. I think, yeah, I'm going to have Cole Carrick take center, give Bretton Doyle a little bit of rest. Toglia is also ice cold right now. So, How You Lee is going to DH. Oswaldo Cabrera will take second. I'm going to have... Do I want Tovar hitting fifth? Yeah, fifth works. Or I think eighth works better. I'll just keep him at eighth, and then Cabrera can hit fifth. I'm okay with that, I think. Yeah. All right, let's rock and roll. Jose Fleury getting another start since being called up in the start of September. Down 1-0. It's fine. Being down 2-0 is a little less fine, but no worries. Stephen Kwan will get us there. And he hits it deep center field. Caught at the warning track. It's already on. Oh, boy. This could get ugly quick. And the ball gets down in center field. That'll score no one as they fear the arm of Cole Carrick. Strike out Dylan Moore. And he does. 3 pitches. Do I want him to face Michael Harris Jr.? I'm going to be honest. Not really. He is worse against lefties. Yeah, I think we're just going to have Seth Romero come in, face Michael Harris. Get some striking out. All right. Maybe a little harsh decision to pull Jose there, but if Michael Harris hits the ball in the outfield, all of a sudden it's a 4-0 game. Cabrera goes down swinging. Hunter Goodman grounds out to third, but we get a run back. I'll take that trade. Auyuli gets the ball down in left center. The tying run will score. And he has himself a nice little double. That'll do. Look at Auyuli. He has had a very nice... What's his September? Yep. 333 on base, 450 slugging. Yeah. I'm feeling more confident in how Yuli is our everyday second baseman than I did earlier on in the season, I think. All right, Romero, can you give me the fifth? No. But through no fault of his own, as Romero is injured, with a mild oblique strain one day. Okay, that's fine. Zerpa will get the rest of the fifth. Burleson, Bregman are aboard for Charlie Condon. It is down in center. I was about to say, I doubt the AI sends Burleson, and then they did, and he made it. Fair enough. I figured it wouldn't because of the speed. Cabrera flies out to center. We do take the lead, but I feel like we could have gotten a bit more there. All right, they advance the runner to third, but there's still 2 outs. For a millisecond, I thought that was O'Neill Cruz, and I was like, how did the Braves get him? Ugh! Ball is down, and the Braves tie it up. If you walk Dylan Moore, not only did he walk him, he hit him. All right, here's Junior grounds out, but Braves tie it up. I'll have Halverson for the 7th, and then figure it out from there. Though if Cole Carrick wants to give me a 3-run home run shot, I'm not going to complain. Strikes out swinging. All right. To the 7th we go. Halverson's going to come in. And he immediately allows the first 2 batters to get aboard with Jared Kelenic. Up to bat. Ball gets down. Yeah. Oh. Well, that was a gruesome error if ever I've seen one. Ozzy Albies flies out, but that'll be deep enough to score the runner from third. 5-3 Braves. He walks Profar. Yeah. All right. Will Klein's going to come in. Armando Cruz is going to be the last batter Halverson faces. Line out. And he doubles him up. That was the slowest run back from Jared Kelenic I've ever seen, I think. Stephen Kwan, redeem yourself from the error. We're just gonna. All right. Kwan is out. All right. Will Klein's going to get the 8th. Hope an error. Hubai. Tovar. And Dylan Moore is hit again. At what point does this just seem personal? And I got to be honest, for the betterment of my bullpen, I might just keep Will Klein in to eat this. And Austin Riley hits it. It looks like it went over the wall, but the animation says no. Yeesh. All right, he gets Sean Murphy. Can he get Kelenic? Yes, he can. All right. So the error makes it such that one of those runs are unearned. The defensive miscues we've had have come back to bite us quite a little bit. Nothing for us in the 8th. Chachik for the 9th. Clean. Nothing for us there. Man, we lose at 7-3. I think Jose Flair only giving us 3 2/3 and Romero getting injured kind of put this game on a rough track to start, but that is what it is. Condon with 2 hits. All right, hopefully this little stretch here where he went 4 of 8 gets him back on track a little bit. I'm going to sim game 2. We win it 7-5. Hunter Goodman with a homer. Condon 3 hits. Lee Bregman with 2. And Brady Singer is starting to get hit a little bit. Now hamstring soreness. It's fine. Vodnik also gives up some runs. All right, let us play game 3 for the rubber match. Bobby Miller against Pablo Lopez, formerly of Twins fame. Finds himself with the Braves and doing pretty well for himself. All right, so Goodman is tired. Taglia is ice cold, and look, he's only played once in a week. Part of me feels bad for that. The other part of me is like, Charlie Condon's been great the last, 3 games. I think I will sit Tovar. So Oswaldo Cabrera can take short. Uh, Bretton Doyle is good. Stephen Kwan, I kind of want him to hit out of this cold spell. Cabrera will probably rest next game. All right, let's rock. Bobby Miller on the mound for us. And already down 2-0. Fair enough. 3-0. How you, Lee? Bring us back. No, you kid. Well, we got 1 run. Bobby. Nothing like a slow home run from Matt Olson to just crush the spirit. As Bobby Miller now has given up 6 runs in 1 2/3 innings. 7 runs as Michael Harris gets a solo homer again. Fair. I mean, you're going to have to keep fighting, dude. My bullpen can go long, but one of my long relievers is injured, so you're going to have to give me the 4th if you can. Jeez. Gets him 1. Hey, and Matthew Lugo hits it off the wall. All right, let's get Romero going. I'm just going to bring him in now. Don't really want to mess around. They get 2 more, and it's 9-2. 2 runners on already. They have 12 hits, and it's the 5th inning. How many are they going to have by the time this game is done? Ozzy Albies soft grounder, 2nd for 1, 1st for 2. All right. Unfortunately, Romero, you're going to need to keep pitching a bit. All right, he gets me the 6th. I'll bring on Molina. If Molina can get me the 7th and the 8th, I think we'll be okay from a bullpen perspective, but my God. How Yuli hits it deep, but that's dead at the track. All right, Molina is coming in. Clean 7th. Not a clean 8th as Lugo's single gets down. 10 runs now for the Braves. All right, I'm going to get Halverson going. As Matt Olson is walked on 4 pitches, think that's my sign that Molina is done. So Halverson's going to come in to face Michael Harris, who has had himself a day so far, 2 home runs. Soft grounder to short, got him. All right, they get another run. If we lose this 10-9, then I'll complain. But something tells me we won't. In error, who by? Jordan Walker at. Should I be worried about that? Probably not. I mean, he has more errors with us in half the games than he did with the Cardinals this year. But still. Kellenic now grounds out to first. And he strikes out Kobe Mayo. Kobe Mayo. I assume they traded for him from the Orioles? They did. What they give up? Along with Kiefer Spencer Strider. Well, okay. I was wondering why I didn't see his name. There's my reason. They traded him for Kobe Mayo and another prospect. Fair enough. But hey, if that gets Spencer Strider out of my conference, I'm not going to complain. All right, How Yulee flies out. I'm going to let Jordan Walker get some redemption for the error. He does not do so. Walker goes 0 for 4 with 3 Ks. I'm going to pinch hit here. Let Carrig face Whistler. And he walked him. Carrig gets the easiest steal of his life. Wild pitch. No, he thought about it. Romo walks. I'm going to pinch hit here. Tovar coming in for Cabrera. And the ball gets through to the outfield. Bases are loaded. And Brenton Doyle hits it back up the middle for a single. 1 run scores. 10-3. Stephen Kwan, they brought on a lefty. And I already put Kerrigan. Hunter Goodman to pinch hit for Stephen Kwan. I'll tell you what, if we get to the 10th inning and I need to put someone in outfield, I'll consider that a win. Here's Goodman. Hits it to short. Can't get it down. That's 4. We're clawing back, people. Bregman now takes a 4-pitch walk. That's 5. The tying run is currently on deck. Charlie Condon strikes out looking. There goes our fun. I'd like to think we made the Braves manager a little bit worried there at the death. But, we take the loss. I mean, Bobby Miller, if you give up 7 runs in the first 2 innings, you're pretty dead on arrival, I think. All right, let us check the wild card. So, it's still the Padres and Dodgers. The Giants are starting to claw back a game and a half. If, to be fair, we've had some pretty good success against the Dodgers this year. And the fact that 2 of our last 3 series, Padres, Dodgers, then the Athletics to close, we could lose the division and end up the 3rd wild card team if this goes terribly wrong. All right, game 1, Gabriel Hughes against the lefty, Robbie Ray. And I said I was going to rest Bregman. So that means Cabrera takes 3rd, and Ezekiel Tovar, who can't hit a lefty to save his life, is going to be in. I think then I want Walker is going to hit 3rd. How Yulee is hitting 6th. Romo 7th. Tovar, then Cabrera. Yep, everything else is as is. Also, Michael Toglia is just never going to hit again, evidently. I feel kind of bad for him. But that is what it is. And the Padres already got a run. Oh, boy. Please strike out Machado. Thank you. I couldn't handle the sight of seeing Machado just send one over right field. But he gets him. All right. And Cole Carrick gets us a solo home run. We get one back. And Hunter Goodman with a solo home run. How Yulee with a double. This is the lefty killer lineup, evidently. I am not sending Lee there. With no outs? Come on. Tovar swings on the 3-0 pitch. Gone. There is zero universe. Zero. There is zero universe where a guy hitting before this against lefties, 182 average with a 286 slugging, is going to have the green light on a 3-0 pitch. But I'll take it. Could we get more here? Charlie Condon walks. The bases are loaded. Hunter Goodman. He walks. We get 6 now. Chris Bubich is in, who we traded to the Padres this year, and I'm going to be honest, he's not doing great. He's worth -1 WAR. But he did well against us last time. Let's see if we can get some more damage here. How you Lee hits it deep center field. That does not have the distance. Never mind, it does. What kind of jump was that? Fair enough. As How you Lee gets the triple. That animation really did Kevin Alcantara dirty. He has 65 outfield range also. That's rough. 9-1 ball game. Drew Romo makes it 10. Okay. I think we're going to be okay. Because that is the one thing in the playoffs last year that nearly doomed our run early, is when the Braves ran out 2 lefties against us and we struggled mightily. If we can hit lefties better in the playoffs, I really like our chances. Gabriel Hughes is already at 38 pitches through 2. Oh boy. We get 11. Charlie Condon lines out. All right. I can see the writing on the wall here. It's not Gabriel Hughes' day. Heston grounds out, and I think that'll just be it. All right, Brady Singer, I'm going to be honest. I need like 3 innings, dude. Padres have added 4 runs the past 2 innings. But we got the bases loaded for Oswaldo Cabrera, as they've gone to a righty. And Cabrera grounds out to second, but we get the run. Brenton Doyle 0 for 3 thus far. Yes, Brenton Doyle has gone up to the plate 4 times. It is the 4th inning. Oh, that's actually hilarious. Cole Carey gets the ball through the middle. 1 run will score. Doyle finds himself at third. Oh boy, that's hilarious. Jordan Walker gets the ball down and right. Oh no. Oh no. Will we get to 20? That's the new goal. We are now at 16 runs. Still in the 4th. I'm going to make an executive decision. Toglia, you're going to get some at-bats here, buddy. Do me proud. He did not. It should be said. Also, I love that in our lineup, our 5 through 8 hitters are all hot. All right, because we have this insane lead, I was about to say I'm very much inclined to let Singer take the 6th, no matter what. All right, he strike out Alcantara. Can he get Tatis Jr.? Yes, he can. All right. Good there from Brady. Let's get... Oh, I wish Molina was ready. Chachik can come in. What other subs do I have? Quan and Burleson. Okay. Yeah, let's pinch hit for Brenton Doyle here. It is a lefty, so I'm going to have Burleson take it. And he strikes out on 2 pitches. On 2 pitches? That would be impossible. He strikes out on 3 pitches. All right. So Cole Carrig is going to slide to center. Burleson is going to take left. This does objectively make me worse defensively, I think, but that's okay. Chachik gets me a clean 7. Thank you, sir. I'm still on the hunt for that 20th run. It remains elusive as how Yuli grounds out. We have scored no runs in the past 3 innings. Despicable work, gentlemen. Chachik with the clean 8th. That's big. Nothing for us. So the only way we get to 20 is if the Padres score 11 runs this inning. They scored 0. All right, huge win, 16-5. It was an offensive showcase the first 4 innings, and then the pitchers decided to try. But really great day from our offense. Howie Lee at a triple, Cole Carrick, Tovar, Goodman all at home runs. Very nice. Oswaldo Cabrera, 1 of 5, left 3 on base. Not great from him. Yeah, he's cooled off quite a bit in September. But that's okay. All right, we get the win. Let me sim game 2 because we already saw Sean Monet a little bit earlier. We lose it 3-5. Luis De Leon gives up 4 runs. When did he give them up? The 5th. Okay. Part of me thinks the issue is he just can't get into that 6th inning consistently. Which that might just be. It is what it is. All right, let's play game 3 against Christian Javier. How Yuli is tired, so Oswaldo Cabrera will take second. Yeah, poor Toglia. London isn't 98%. I'm gonna have Toglia take first, and Burleson can DH. Jordan Walker will hit 4th. That's my plan. May it succeed. Clean-ish first inning. An error. Goodbye. Tovar, 14th error on the season. But nothing doing for the Padres. Meanwhile, we have runners on first and second, 2 outs. Tovar, will he redeem himself with a home run to right center? Yes, he will. 3-run shot. Ezequiel Tovar, 26 home runs on the season. Again, it must be said, he missed a month and a half. What would his numbers look like if he hadn't? I ask you. I think the really good news is since Hao Yu Lee has started to hit the ball better and Tovar has turned the corner, our starting lineup for next year is set. Because it's going to be Goodman to catch, Condon, Hao Yu Lee at second, Tovar at short, Bregman at third, left field is Kwan, center field Doyle, right field Jordan Walker. And then backup outfield is going to be Cole Carrig and Yanquiel Fernandez when he comes back. Backup infield, that spot is still up for a little bit of fight. All right, Aaron Getty is doing pretty good so far. Clean 5th. Uh-oh, new pitcher. Hamstring soreness, 5 days. I mean, that's fine. Since we have 6 starters, that'll just be his rest then. All right. Serpa allows a run, but other than that, we're clean. I'm going to pinch hit here for Burleson against the lefty, I think. Chris Bubic trying to get 4 innings of work here as he strikes out Carrig. No, not the error from the shortstop. And Kwan flies out. All right. But 4 innings from Chris Bubic. That's more than he gave me in some of his starts. What a world, huh? Nothing in the 8th of the 9th for the Padres, and we get the win 7-1. Very happy with that. Tovar with not 1 but 2 home runs. His slugging is now up to a 552. 864 OPS. I hear that's pretty good. Aaron Getty, I'm not going to put on the IL, so he's just not going to pitch essentially for a little bit of time. Let us play the finale against Udarovich, the righty. I think I'll give Stephen Kwan a rest. Cole Carrig can take left. That'll be that. Jose Fleury, oh, an error. And it's Tovar again, man. He was doing so well defensively this season. Then once he came back from injury, it's just error, error, error. Aiden Miller. Interesting. Oh, no, I saw him before. It's like, I don't recognize him. But then I remember seeing that he came from the Phillies system. Jose Fleury is starting to get hit a little bit. We need some runs, guys. Bregman gets the ball down. That certainly helps. Runners at the corners for Condon. Condon goes down. Taglia hits it sharply to third. He is out. All right, I'm going to get Will Klein warming. Never mind. Fleury got me the 5th. Thank you, sir. Let's get Will Klein in there for the 6th then. Clean 6th inning. Thank you. I'm a little worried about him trying to go 2 innings, but it works. Never punished. Runners on first and second. How you leave flies out to left. Not like this. All right. Chachik is coming in for the 8th. Clean. Nothing for us in the 8th either. Chachik allows a leadoff double. Can he get Peguero swinging? Yes, he can. I'll bring Halverson in then to face the rest. Jeez, Halverson gives up 2 earned runs there, and it's a 5-0 game. We don't even score a single run. Goodman with 2 hits, Kerrigan Bregman with 1. Everyone else, goose egg. Michael Taglia 0 for 4, left 4 guys on base. Cool. All right, let's sim through some days. Take a look at the standings once again. Oh boy. So the Nationals have 2-game lead on that top wild card spot. Padres and Dodgers behind. In terms of the division, we have a 3.5-game lead on the Padres. I would like to see the NL West, please. So we face the Dodgers and the Athletics. Padres are Pirates, Giants. Dodgers are us, Diamondbacks. Oh, boy. All right. Well, hello, Dodgers. Let's get it started. Chase Dollander will get the start. Roki Sasaki for the Dodgers. I am going to sit Taglia, and I'm going to have Cole Carrick come in to DH. I'm going to try something. I'm going to have Stephen Kwan bat fifth. I'm going to see what that gets me. Oh boy. All right. Clean first inning. Ish. Ish, I say. Luis Robert gets Condon. Stephen Kwan flies out also. I believe in you, Hunter Goodman. Send the ball to space. He did not. Just to be clear. Wow, they finally got Dollander. Yeah, I have semi-serious concerns that Dollander is a starting pitcher. Yeah, I think he's going to end up being a long reliever because I worry just with his stamina, like he's not going to be able to keep up. We do get a run back, which is good. Singer's going to come in, gets me the fifth, and he gets gelled. Oh, Brady. I really want to keep you around next season. I just don't think that's going to happen. Which is a shame because I like him. Emily's only in 10 pitches. Cool. Oh, we have life. Stephen Kwan. Vindicate me for putting you fifth. Bloop single is down. Bases are loaded for Hunter Goodman. And he hits it deep. Right field, gone. Grand slam for Hunter Goodman. Home run number 36 on the year. Suddenly, it's a save situation, and Edwin Diaz has walked Jordan Walker. The tying run is at the plate. How Yuli is up. He Ks. Tovar also goes down swinging. Our last hope. Brenton Doyle hits it to left, but it's caught. All right, we give the Dodgers a little bit. Give them a little bit of a scare. But we lose 7-5. Brady Singer got demolished. I think Dollander is going to be destined for a long relief role. Like his stamina just is not there, which is a shame. All right, I'll sim game 2 against Glasnow. We lose it 1-2. Oh boy. And the AI loves to just throw Romero at them, don't they? Well, the division lead is now 2 games as we go into the finale against Shohei Ohtani. I hear he is pretty good. I'm going to give Condon the day off. We're going to go Taglia batting 4th. Jordan will actually no, excuse me. Taglia is batting 5th. Walker will move 4th. Tovar hits 7. I really want Burleson DHing. I think let's do Goodman to DH. Drew Romo to catch. Let's rock. All right, you may have Shohei Ohtani with his Just look at those numbers, man. 36 homers, 103 RBIs. What are we doing? Only 3.7 WAR? Washed. Brenton Doyle's already on second. And Kwan gets the ball down. Doyle will score. Let the record show. We have gotten to Shohei. Bregman and Walker both strike out. And Tagle flies out to anything. But who cares? We scored a run on Shohei. Have we done this before? Yes. Have we destroyed Shohei before? Yes. But every time it's a gift. You know, it's not a gift, an Alex Bregman error. You got this, Gabriel. They got two. Jordan Walker pops up. Not a great game from him. Gabriel's given up three. All right, Dustin May is in. So, I mean, we kicked Shohei out of the game in the fifth inning. I know we're losing, but that still seems like a win. All right, Gabriel gets me a clean fifth. Thank you, sir. We get a run back, which is nice. I think we'll bring in Zerpa. Oh, they got Zerpa. Gave up 5 hits, 3 earned runs. Man, that's the one guy you don't think they're going to get. And Freeland is out. I'm going to bring in Vodnik for the rest of the seventh. Swept. Swept by the Dodgers. That is literally the one thing we could not let happen. It is now a one-game divisional lead. Oh, boy. All right. One game divisional lead. AA players retiring in droves. Player development update. Dollander. Velocity down. Stuff down. Okay. We're just going to send him back the rookie ball then. Yeah, I think Dollander is going to be a long reliever next year. Which is a shame. I mean, he's pitched well this season, but I think with his stamina, his stuff just went down. I think we've kind of hit a wall with him. All right. Well, here's the situation as things stand. We have a one game division lead. For the wild card, Nationals looks like they're going to be in. And then Dodgers, Padres, Cardinals, Giants, Cubs are all separated by a game. Also, shout out the Cubs who've made this interesting down there. So I got 3 starters left in the regular season. It's going to be De Leon, Arrighetti, and Fleury. Let's rock and roll. Game 1 against the righty Richard Fitz. I think, yeah, we're going to do the same where Goodman DHs. Jordan Walker hits 5th. Romo takes that. I'm going to have Oswaldo Cabrera hit for How You Lee here. Everything else is set. All right, here we go. We need to win this game. I mean, we need to win all of them, to be frank. But I feel like the Athletics, we should expect to sweep. Brenton Doyle is already home from the double Stephen Kwan. That works. Alex Bregman. Back up the middle. That will advance. Quad. which I will take. Oh, they have Brian Hayes. They always had him this season. Oh yeah, they had him last season too. All right, Jordan Walker gets the ball down in the outfield. That's two. Hunter Goodman walks on 4 pitches. Probably the right call from Fitz, to be fair. But Tovar gets the ball down and right. 1 run will score. 3-0. 80 RBIs for the shortstop. Drummer grounds out to end the inning, but we had 8 guys hit, 3 runs to show for it. Pretty good. Now, if we can get a good start from De Leon, I'll be a happy man. They got 1 run in the 4th. Come on, Bregman, get us back. He lined out. He did not get it back. Oh boy. Chachik. Come on, get Brent Rooker. Get him swinging. Get him. Burn him. Bang. Got him. Delio gets out of it. Good work from him. Nothing from us in the 6th. Chachik comes in. Oi, and runners on 2nd and 3rd already with no outs. Oh no, oh no, and Hernandez hits it. Tie ball game. Never mind, Lawrence Butler didn't go home. I thought with his speed they definitely would send him, but it makes no difference. He scores on this anyway. Well, Matt Chachik had good numbers going into this. Now they're just crushing him. JJ Bleday flies out. It advances Darnell. I think we're going to get Will Klein in here. Face Brian Hayes. Well, double play is off the table. Duh, and the ball gets through. Who doesn't love a good bullpen implosion? An error? Who was the error on? Tovar. Dude, you're killing me. Oh, Max Muncy strikes out. We needed that. Brent Rooker flies out to end the inning, but the damage done in spades. Our offense also has done nothing since the 1st inning. Like that's the quiet part in this. Nothing in the 8th either. Halverson is getting fatigued. This team fatigues me. All right, he gets to Brian Hayes at least. There we go. Jordan Walker ties it up. We're in business. Yeesh. Thank you, Jordan. You're a lifesaver. Tovar hits it deep to center. Gone. The lead is ours. 6-5. Romo grounds out. And Cabrera K's. All right, we got the lead. I'm bringing in the closer, Keegan Aiken. It's not looking great. The Athletics have runners at the corners with 1 out. And the ball is caught in left, but that will be enough to score the runner at 3rd. Tie ball game. The steal gets it. Shea Langier's K's. All right, we're going to extras against the Athletics. Neat. Brenton Doyle lines out to left. Cabrera does not move. Juan lines out to short. Bregman, our last hope, hits it deep to right field. It looks like that ball should have been gone, but the animation says no. We get the ghost runner scores. If we can bring Bregman home, and I'll be really happy. Bregman is injured, and they take him out of the game. He is dehydrated. What happened? The man suddenly just couldn't do it. How Yuli is in for him. And Charlie Condon softly grounds out to end the inning. We get the ghost runner, but that's it. Yeah, Cabrera moves to third. How Yuli takes second. Victor Vodnik, the inning is yours, come what may. And we win it. Vodnik gets it done. We take the Athletics in game one, 7-6. Goodness gracious. How'd the Dodgers do? The Dodgers lost. We have a 2-game lead on the division, which means, tiebreaker wise, I think we're doomed if it's the Dodgers. Padres, I think we might have a shot. All right, if we win one of our last 2 games, we win the division. We have clinched the wild card, so we have made the playoffs. The Nationals are also in. Both the Giants and the Cubs need to win out and have like the Padres and Dodgers lose out. So odds are it's going to be Padres and Dodgers. The question now becomes, can we get the division? A lefty for the Athletics. Goodman is tired. Okay, he can sit. Bregman is also dehydrated. He'll sit also. So then Cabrera will take third. Tovar will come in and take short. Burleson will DH. Man, Burleson, he's worse than Quan. On second thought, Cole Carrick can DH and bat fifth. Stephen Kwan can take a left. Yeah. So Bregman and Goodman are resting. Togley, I'm going to be honest, the dude's just not going to see play really the rest of the way, which is a bit unfair. Runners on first and second with no outs. Don't mind if I do. And Jordan Walker flies out, nothing there. Condon gets the ball down the bloop single. That'll help his cold spell, I think, as Brenton Doyle scores. Well done there from Condon. Here's Cole Carrig, who has to get out of the way of the wild pitch. All right, Carrig walks. Good on him. And he gets the steal. Nice, nice, nice. Deep to left field. That sac fly should score Condon. 3-0. This game seems awfully familiar so far. Athletics already with 2 errors. And they doubled us up on the line out. That was Condon at second. The rookie, How Yuli with a solo home run. That helps. Hashtag analysis. Clean fifth from Aaron Getty. Let me get Brady Singer because in an ideal world, if I can get at this point, I want to use the relievers that won't pitch in the playoffs in case we don't make the wild card. In case we do have to play in the wild card. I mean, Athletics get a second run. I will let him face Lawrence Butler, and that's it. All right, Butler grounds out. Decent start from Aaron Getty, I would say. No more insurance runs for us in the seventh. Brady Singer is on. Okay. Now for the eighth, I'm going to have Will Klein warming up if needed. The eighth is clean. Now, technically, it's a save chance. And we really need to win this ball game. Do I want Will Klein in for the save chance? He has been really good. All right. Will is going to take it. I'm going to have Zerpa warming up. Going for the save. This would be his first save, I think, of his career with the Rockies. Gets Brent Rooker to fly out. We're 2 outs away from the division. Lawrence Butler, 2-2 count. Goes down swinging. Shea Langiers hits it to center. Doyle's back. Got the catch. That's your game. That's your division. The Colorado Rockies have clinched the division we are in. That'll do. Yeah, we narrowly won it. Whoo-wee. Year 3, we win the division. Great work. All parties involved. Also, what a competitive wild card this would have been in real life. The second last day of the season. Cardinals and Cubs fighting it out over there for the division. Yeah, like the Cardinals and Cubs, they have the same record. They're fighting for the NL Central. The last wild card spot came down to the second to last game of the season. Like, that is crazy. That is fun. All right, final game of the season. Jose Fleury is going to get it against the Athletics. They got Mitch Spence, a righty on the mound. All right, last game of the season. First things first. Anyone tired? Or was it 97? I mean, if anyone is tired, they're getting the day off. But it doesn't look like anyone is particularly out of it. Carrick is good. Quan is fine. Resting Walker, Burleson. Okay. So I think in terms of a lineup, this is last game of the season. We've already clinched the division. So I think right now I'm just going to give some guys at bats. Condon will get the day off. Taglia is going to hit third. We're going to have Hunter Goodman DH. We're going to have Romo to catch. Yeah, I'll give Burleson it. That way, I mean, it's going to be in its final regular season at bats for the Rockies anyway. As well as Cabrera can rest. Yep. All right. That's our lineup. See what we got. Inning number 1, nothing. The Athletics get 3 runs. They had a somewhat more successful first inning, as Jose Fleury is unfortunately getting hit around a bit here. But he's not going to be in our playoff roster, so it's good that he gets the final start. I think that worked out pretty nicely. Max Muncy, it's it deep to left, but that's caught. Man, this minor league stadium is just hideous. Like, what are we doing? How you Lee, solo home run. We'll take that. Come on, Togle, give me something. All right, he walked. Hunter Goodman, bases loaded. Walked him too. All right. We get another run back. And How You Lee hits into the fielder's choice, but ties the game. And Drew Romo walks. Yeesh. All right, Burleson, bases loaded. Come on. Line out to short. All right. We tie the game, but I feel like we could have gotten more there. Jose Fleury is still fighting for his life here against the Athletics. Oh, an error. They called that on Fleury. Unfortunately for Fleury, I'm also in a situation where, like, so I guess to be fair, we're going to win the division, which means we're going to get a decent amount of rest. Oh boy. All right. Oh, this is really going to hurt Jose's season numbers if this gets worse. There we go. Double play ball. Just get it. All right. All right, Jose. Cabran, you got Max Muncy. Get him. Take him. Pop up. Why did Burleson come in there to get it? I'm not going to ask questions. I'm going to sit Molina down and see if. There we go. Cole Carrick solo home run. Stephen Kwan's in second. I'm going to see if Fleury can get me some of the fifth also. Because I don't want to pitch Molina too much because he's going to come in clutch for the playoffs if I need him. Tovar with the bloop single. Tie ball game. Man, Ezekiel Tovar. I am so happy he's had a good season. Because there was a non-zero chance that like we would have moved off of him after this year if he struggled. But he hit the ball well, and it's our shortstop. All right, Jose, you got this, buddy. It pops up. He's on 86 pitches. Gets Brent Rooker. All right. Come on, get Lawrence Butler. Finish strong. Infield pop up. Toglia gets it. All right. I think not a great start from Fleury, but he ended it well. Let's get Molina in for the sixth. The last thing we want is this game going in extra innings. That is legitimately the worst case scenario. And seeing as Molina just gave up 2 runs, I don't think it will be. Oh boy, they're killing Molina. Oh boy. Rain is beginning to fall. I am fine with they calling the game at 6 innings. Muncy gets the ball down. Man, this is going to hurt Molina's ERA too. What's Molina's number in September right now? Yeah, 3.3. Okay. He had a worse August. Oh, no, it's October. That's right. He's Nick Kurtz. Flies out to right. That does not score the runner, which is good. A wild pitch, though, that will score the runner. As Molina gives up 4 runs. Ow. jeez. He just gave up another one. Ivy. Yeah, sometimes it's just not your day. I mean, that boosted his ERA all the way from sub 4 to 4.3. Brian Hayes gets aboard. All right. Time to bring Chachik in. Sorry, Melina. Not your day. All right. Tovar gets a solo shot. Runners at the corners. I'm going to pinch hit here. Jordan Walker in for Burleson. And Walker flies out to center. All right, Matt, if you can give me the eights, I would very much appreciate it. Cool. All right, last regular season at bats here. We need to score 4 runs. Carrick gets us started with the solo shot. That did not look like it was going to carry. 375 feet. It is now a save situation for the Athletics. Stephen Kwan up to bat. And he gets down with a bloop single. Okay. We have something here. Bregman. Wild pitch gets Kwan to second. But now I'm thinking what I want to do if this goes to extra innings. Or, excuse me, the bottom of the ninth. I think at that point I would want Romero because he has more stamina, so he'll definitely be ready for the divisional series if he has to pitch like 1 or 2 innings here. All right, Bregman goes down, but he gets Kwan, and a wild pitch scores Kwan. 8-10. Tovar K's. All right, Michael Toglia in his last regular season at bat for the Rockies. Up to the plate. And he hits it into the gap in right center. That is a double for the guy. Tying run is at the plate. Hunter Goodman, without question, our best hitter this season. 36 home runs, over 100 RBIs. And he goes down swinging. All right. We lose the finale to the Athletics 10-8. I think Molina, I mean, he picked a good game to have his worst game of the season, to be fair. Just really sucks that his ERA kind of exploded there. But what can you do? Howie, Cole Carrick, and Tovar with homers. Carrick had 2 home runs, getting him up to 10. I think he'll definitely be a good outfielder for us next year. Michael Toglia in his last regular season at bats, 2 hits and a double, 2 walks. Not too shabby. All right. Now the regular season is concluded. Let us see who gets the NL Central title. Who got it? The Cardinals. Cardinals won their division, and so they will face the Dodgers, and the winner faces us. All right, before that, let's get the playoff roster set. So, right now, okay, so Cole Carrick needs to be on the playoff roster, obviously. All right, so that gives me all of my bullpen guys. Will Klein makes it. I think really the only question is, do I want Will Klein? Do I want Angel Chivilli? I think that's the only question. Everything else is essentially set in stone. So, I mean, Will Klein has worse control, but his stuff is insanely better. He's better against lefties. Yeah, I think it's. I think this is our playoff roster. So that means Jose Fleury obviously misses out, but we knew that was going to happen. That's why he pitched in the finale. Angel Chivilli, I think, is also out at this moment. We're probably going to move him in the offseason. Aaron Schunk is not going to be there. I think the idea of having him sounds good in theory, but it didn't work last time. And we're going to have Oswaldo Cabrera as our backup infielder over Austin Martin and De La Amador, I think. I think carrying five outfielders when none of them may be DHing is a bit questionable, but I mean, what can you do? I mean, Burleson has cooled off so much since his hot start in April and May, or excuse me, in April, May, June. But I think I'm still gonna have him. He just may never play. We'll see. All right, that is our playoff roster. Let me sim through the divisional series. Obviously, Matt Chachik is the other guy who is not going to be in the playoff roster, and it's a really shame that he got hit for 4 runs against the Athletics because his numbers were looking really good until that happened. So, all right, we're going to sim through the wild card. All right, Cardinals it is. The Cardinals beat the Dodgers 2 games to none. And so we will face the St. Louis Cardinals in the divisional round. I was really hoping the game would go to 3. Is Romero ready? 100% we're good. Or not Romero, Molina. 100%. Okay, we're okay. So that's that side. Nationals beat the Padres. That's huge. That's the NL West Dragons dead. Mariners beat the Orioles on the other side, and Guardians beat the Twins. All right, Braves Nationals on the other side of the division. When did we even play the Cardinals last? Didn't play them in September. We played them at the end of September into August. Or, excuse me, end of August into September. Time moves backwards. We beat them 2-1. Prior to that, in the beginning of August, we beat them 2-1. And yeah, that's it. All right. So we got the season series on them. I think in terms of lineup, they're going righty to open. I think Togley is out. So I think the question is then, do I do what might be the best defensive move, which is how you lead DH? Cabrera takes second. Do I go Burleson, who I think would probably be better offensively than Cabrera? Well, Carrig, also, to be fair, I think it honestly might be Carrig at DH. That does also leave going Carrig gives me a lot of defensive substitution flexibility. because Cabrera can play anywhere in the infield. Toggly can take first. Burleson can take the corners. And if I need to sub Doyle out, Carrick can move to center. I like that. Where do I put Carrick in this lineup? That's the real question. He's not done great hitting second. He's done really well hitting third, but obviously he's not going to hit third. So I guess fifth is going to be where he ends up. Hunter Goodman, I think I'm just going to lock into that sixth spot. And then Walker, Howley, Tovar at the bottom. Walker hitting seventh. Yep, that works. All right, so I think that's our lineup against righties. Doyle, Kwan, Bregman, Condon hitting 4. Carrick, Goodman, Walker, then Howley at second, Tovar rounding out the list. I think that's our righties. Lefties, I'm going to be honest with you. Who even knows? I think it's Carrick. Yeah, Kerrigan left. I mean, this is our lineup against lefties, and really it can't change. Like, yeah. I mean, Cabrera hasn't been great against lefties, so maybe the argument is I put Tovar in for his bat. Actually, I like that argument. Or for his power, I should say. Yeah, and then in terms of lefty subs, I mean, that. But yeah, lefties, I mean, there can't really be any variation to this. We don't have great backup options if things crash and burn. But yeah, all right. Now for the rotation. This gets a bit tricky. So it's 2 games break, 2 games. So I think 4 pitchers are going to pitch, and the question is, who do I want not to pitch? I think Luis De Leon and Gabriel Hughes should pitch. Getty is hot, but I'm a little... Honestly, Chase Dollander is going to be the odd man out here, isn't he? Bobby Miller also has not been great as of late. I think I'm going to do Hughes 1, Leon 2, Miller 3, Getty 4, Dollander 5. Because that also gives me the flexibility that with the 2 days off, because we're going to have 2 days off before that 5th game is played. So even if, like, Luis De Leon could potentially pitch games 2 and game 5. I think I'll take that. It's harsh on Dollander, but I'm going to be honest. He hasn't gone deep into games. He hasn't gotten me 6 innings since early August. Think I'm going to hedge my bet there. And then the bullpen is the bullpen. I think everyone's in pretty good shape. Brady Singer got hit around a little bit there to end the month. Romero did a little bit better. So I think Romero's going to be my first long reliever out. Vodnik, I think I'm going to give the setup chance over Halverson. Like, Halverson got hit a little bit in September. Middle relief, I mean, Zerpa. Like, it really sucks that Zerpa gave up 3 runs, which hurt his numbers a bit, but I mean, he's my 2-time All-Star. He's the best reliever I got, so. All right, that is the game plan for the divisional series. And this is where I will end things. And we'll pick up with the playoffs next episode. And we're just going to go until we go down swing. whether we make it to the World Series and beyond, or if we go down in the divisional series. We finished the regular season with an 89-73 record. Not as good as 2018, obviously, when they took the Dodgers to game 163. I think September we just finished so poorly. That's really the only reason that the division was as close as it was. That in that last week and a half we went 2-6. I think that really hurt. Um, Especially, I mean, the sweep of the swept by the Dodgers. But we took the division in year 3 with the Rockies. I consider that a success. We'll be back next time with the playoffs, and hopefully we could beat the Cardinals, face the winner of the Braves Nationals series, and meet an American League team in the World Series. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.